like new universities because they're not old and therefore not any good. If they were, they'd have opened a long time ago. That's called logic, students, though I don't suppose you'd know.
The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Students must vacate the campus.
Welcome back. I can't say that I understand our county's recent fascination with opening pop-up universities on a weekly basis, but it seems appropriate to commemorate the opening of yet another fun-time house of real good learning. I thought we'd talk about the past, memories and nostalgia. The feelings that things used to be, in some incalculable and all-encompassing sense, better. But why do we feel that way? Are we wearing rose-tinted glasses? Perhaps. Did everything used to be better? Probably.
Students, we're more afraid of you than you are of us. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. Students for School of Thought.
I used to love taking the train, the steam, the crisp sandwiches, watching people's luggage fall. Oh, those were the days. Sadly, I now find the experience of using our county's rail services is missing one rather vital component. I find that everyone seems all too engrossed by their mobile phones. Now, I have no interest in talking to anyone, but what I did like was ignoring people. It's just no fun if they do it for you.
Students should try to be less terrible. Showering is technically but not socially optional. Needed in library.
New from Smell My Cash. Being a student is hard enough. The least we could do is give you loads of money. Smell my cash for students. Yeah! Sure, you have to pay it back, but that's future you's problem.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Janitor needed in medical office. Janitor to install upgrade, please.
I was recently stolen back to the days of my youth. Yes, after inadvertently trapping myself in the airing cupboard, what did I come across but my old wooden tennis clogs? It had been too long since I thought about my days on the university tennis team. It was said that the mere sound of our carved shoes were enough to cause eruptions of rosy cheeks and giggling on campus, although some believed that it had something to do with our shorts.
walk-in bathroom. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
Whatever happened to wooden tennis shoes anyway? The visual spectacle of tennis used to be accompanied by a positive symphony. A company of coconuts dancing on a ballroom floor. Only wooden tennis clogs can produce such an enchanting auditory experience. But what do they wear now? Ghastly, squeaky things. And for what? Added grip? Light weight? It's practically cheating.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. To install upgrade.
The rise of the synthetic shoe is not confined to the tennis court, sadly. I'm sure many long-time listeners know that I visit Confetto's Cobblers once a year and treat myself to a pair of brogues, or loafers if I'm feeling scandalous. On my most recent visit, however, I was horrified to find that my dear cobbler had been replaced with an establishment by the name of the Shoe Zoo. But can one truly describe their collection of footwear as a menagerie without possessing a single pair of brogues? I think not.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. It's not your year, it's just another year.
Remember the start of the show? Remember when we were going to talk about nostalgia? Oh, what a paradise it seems. And yet, here we stand, talking about training shoes. Another vision gone awry over the savage passing of time. How fitting. How dreadfully sad. Things used to be better, dear listeners. How can you know for sure? Well, my show is over. They can't be getting better, can they?
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Director to maintain lectern. Thank you. Expanding, even more than usual. Has opened a new building. Good for us. Student requests are often heard, but not always listened to. Failing students should try to be less terrible. not a toothbrush.
You're listening to Campus Radio, the sound of student life in 2 Point County. I'm Felicity Bellbottoms. Now, everyone has been talking about the campus supermarket and their brand new frozen treats, but we'll be wading through the fudge to look at the story of 2 students crushed under the weight of free toppings. Stick around.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you.
There's growing concern about the flowers on campus this autumn. Where have they gone? Why aren't they here anymore? Didn't there used to be flowers over there? These are just some of the many questions posed by concerned, botanically inclined students. Pinned for comment, the lead groundskeeper referenced the seasons.
End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. It's not your year, it's just another year. New students, we're more afraid of you than you are of us. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
It's time for the story of two students who are finding news of the campus supermarket's new ice creams difficult to swallow.
That's right. Ben and Sarah used to go out to the green, their hearts full of gumption, their cool box full of lollies. But it's not been the same since Campus Supermarket opened its Sunday bar and shaved ice station. They were just a couple of students looking to make some honest money in the harsh summer heat. But business has cooled off lately. As for the lollies, well, they're melting now. Spare a thought for them the next time you're enjoying a fudge sundae buy one get one free all day Wednesday at the Campus Supermarket. Fliss, back to you.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
New to the Crumley student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Janitor required to install upgrade. Janitor to repair machinery. Needed in dormitory.
That's all from us here at Campus Radio. Just a reminder that if you have any interest in getting involved at the station, please do reach out. There really is a lot of airtime to fill, and try as we might, we just can't fill it all. We're open to news reports, reviews and opinion pieces. Really just anything that will take up some dead air. Good night.
ask questions. I believe that smell is you. Needed in library. To install upgrade, please. Approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Enjoy your summer. I know I will.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. Hey, this is Harrison Wolf, and thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The one thing you need when things are getting hairy. You hear something funny outside, or you're just hiding from the milkman. That's right. Today, we're talking panic rooms.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Students should check in before trying to learn. Students for virtual normality.
Every good panic room starts with its supplies. Now some things are a must. Your crackers, your flashlight, your bottles of water, sure. But don't be afraid to show some personality. I, for one, keep a bowling ball in my panic room. I find it's the perfect place to practice.
Failing students should work smarter and harder. Student requests are often heard, but not always listened to. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
Now, when it comes to surveillance, I'm strictly an anti-camera kind of guy. My philosophy is, I can't see you, you can't see me. So I like to keep things as low-tech as possible. I'd recommend strategically placed strings attached to some bells. You hear a ring, and you got yourself a visitor. Of course, sometimes it's the doorbell, and you really do have a visitor. If you want to get real crafty, just leave a load of rakes in your yard. No one suspects a rake in the yard, but you'll hear the sucker when he steps on one and takes a handle to the chops. Ouch.
Assistant required in the student union. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Students, eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat.
What am I going to do with my life? I just don't know.
Orb.
Huh? What?
Come to an Orb Foundation Learning Center and replace your mind with the power of the Orb.
Oh, amazing. I'll do that then. Thanks.
Janitor needed in shower room. How desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities. Required in lecture theatre.
Here's a question from Gyro in Duckworth. What are some of your favorite panic room pastimes? Thanks for the question, Gyro. I find that you can have a lot of fun with a little bouncy ball. In fact, one time I was bouncing, lost track of time, and it turned out that I'd been doing it for 16 hours. I went cold turkey after that, meaning I was hungry, and took a turkey sandwich out the freezer. Turkey.
academic year is now over. Is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? New students, we're more afraid of you than you are of us.
Here's one for the more advanced panickers amongst you. It's important to be one step ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do a number of things. You could have a trapdoor for sneaky getaway. You could install your panic room in a hall of mirrors. Or you could hang a sign on the door that says, "Out for lunch." They won't know what's hit them.
Janitor needed to install upgrade. Thank you. Students should work smarter and harder. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Let's take one more question before we wrap up here. Here's a good one. What type of wood would you recommend for the furniture in your panic room? Well, you can't go wrong with oak. That baby's a classic for a reason. Me, personally, I like maple. It's heavy, and I like the added water resistance. Plus, it's fun to say. Maple.
Janitor required in bathroom. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Janitor required in private tuition.